This is how we bring God glory, by obedience. Obedience to what? Well, if you've been to a vision conference, you understand that that obedience is obedience to the irreducible minimum of God's commands to us. And that's summarized in the Great Commandment and the Great Commission. Love God. Love our neighbor. Love one another. And teach others to obey. These are the principal commands of our King Jesus. And it's only as we obey those commands that we glorify God, which is His principal concern, His glory. And I hope that one of the things that we can increasingly do as a movement is to help the pastors that we train to understand that their principal job, their end task, is to equip every one of their people to obey, to live the life that Christ has called them to live. Rather than, yes, there are processes that we need to go through. There are things that we need to do, but those are not the end purpose. If we don't keep in front of our minds what that end purpose is, it's likely that we will get diverted and think that the tasks that lead to that end purpose are the end purpose in themselves, and then we will never see the goal accomplished. I don't know how to say that more strongly. That has been increasingly on my heart for our movement in the last few months. Keep the goal, the end task in mind. How do you tell whether you're doing that? If you were a pastor, I would encourage you to ask yourself what percentage of your energy, what percentage of the time that you spend is actually invested in discipling your people. Not the evangelical way, which is personal piety and content, knowing content, which is essential and a part of that process, but that process needs to be concluded by helping people to honor God by obeying what He's called us to do. And honestly, when you look at the amount of time that generally the pastors that we work with spend in terms of ministering to their people, very little of their time is spent in the kind of discipleship that leads to obedience. This is the task. This is the goal. There are many steps that lead to that. But if that's really the goal that we're focused on, that's where we need to be spending the bulk of our energy and our time. Thanks for the opportunity to give Daryl and me the opportunity to share with you. Daryl?